Hello?
I asked them to up your mic.
It's consistent.
I'm teasing.
It's consistent all hour.
So we are so thankful that Darlene is in here, that Darla, excuse me, is in here to help us with weather, and also Marlene. I just combined your guys'
You did.
Darla
Yeah.
and Marlene.
Marlene,
we got
Darlene.
Marlene. I know. Marlene looked over. She said, "Oh, we have a weather person here today."
Yeah.
She was so excited. Well, we're excited to have you too. And oh boy, have the emails been coming in.
Yeah.
Because the colder weather, people need a lot of help. Okay,
That
you
is
ready?
true. Yes, I'm ready.
This is Glory. Oh, they named their plant.
I like that.
Okay. She's 2 years old and was about 8 inches when I got her. She's only bloomed a few flowers in her time. Why isn't she blooming?
Okay, well, I must say that is a beautiful gardenia. Most people struggle to grow gardenias in the Sacramento region because they're very acid loving. They also like humidity, so sometimes even when they're blooming, the flowers turn brown before they fully open because it's very dry. Now, a few things. Make sure you're not over fertilizing with just nitrogen. Nitrogen's the greening material. Looks beautiful, but it could prevent flowering. Also, they do need sun to bloom. Of course, they want afternoon shade, so keep it in the sun about until 1 o'clock, but you may want to play with it. Move it easily into the sun during the summer and spring. And you could try giving it a bloom fertilizer in spring, and bloom fertilizer is generally that middle number. So your nitrogen's the first number, bloom is usually the middle number. So those are a few things, but it looks beautiful, and a few flowers here and there isn't so odd with a fairly young plant.
Okay. So. And why is this bonsai losing its leaves?
So that is a Ficus benjamina, and they're normally house plants that get very tall. They're street trees in LA and other parts of the world where it doesn't freeze. They're notorious for dropping their leaves. You move them, you look at them funny, they drop their leaves. What they do is when they are moved, they drop their leaves to put on a different set of leaves that's more accommodating to the sunlight and the humidity that they're in. So try not to move it. Find a spot inside with bright light and let it sit there. And it may sit there without leaves on for quite a while, and then let it put leaves on. And then while it's doing that, back off the watering. Extra water could rot it instead of helping it put new leaves on. It'll put new leaves on when it's happy.
Oh, it seems like all these people have green thumbs that have been sending in.
Yeah.
Why is this dwarf blood orange losing its leaves?
Okay, so that has a lot of fruit set on it. So a few things. When plants are putting on a whole bunch of fruit, all the resources could go to that fruit, and leaves could turn yellow, and then leaves could fall off, especially if it's lacking nitrogen. But there are some dead limbs on that, and that's different. Citrus do get cankers, which is a sort of a bacterial disease. So you're going to want to check and remove those dead limbs and look to see if they're oozing, look to see if there's sort of sunken spots on the branches, but remove the dead limbs and remove some of the fruit too. I know that sounds horrible, but that will help the plant sort of go through the stress of having so much fruit. And then the springtime, give it some nitrogen and a complete citrus fertilizer, really. If you do give it nitrogen now, you run the risk of the plant putting on too much new growth, which could be sensitive to cold. But I would remove that dead because that's possibly what's going on, is that canker.
Okay, the plant lady is going to be here all morning long, but she's going to leave early if you don't follow her on Instagram. It's at Marlene the Plant Lady.
I have Kim's permission to
I need to check your Instagram too to see what you're at today.
Yes, I feel like I haven't been spied on yet.
Yeah, I wait until the weekends. This Thanksgiving Day.